The story of the lost Atlantis in the Mediterranean. There are undoubtedly many cities and worlds that are lost forever due to time, and some of them may not even have existed. Atlantis is one of the most famous lost worlds. Although the existence of the underwater city is considered a myth and just a legend, it has not stopped archaeologists from searching for it. The island was first mentioned in the works Timaeus and Critias by the Greek philosopher Plato around the 4th century BC. Atlantis is referred to as a utopian civilization created by half humans and half gods, and used by Plato as an allegory to represent pride. The Portalist reports that Atlantis launched an attack on Athens, which then retaliated, burning it to the ground of the earthquake. The gods turned around, and eventually the island sank to the bottom of the ocean. Some scholars argue that the story is based on real-life events and theories about where Atlantis is now, somewhere off the coast of Spain to Antarctica. The story of Atlantis can be traced back to two specific works of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, Timaeus and Critias. Written around 360 BC, these dialogues are the main source of information about the fairy tale city. In Timaeus, Plato describes a conversation between Socrates, Timaeus, Hermocrates, and Critias. It was Critias who told the story of Atlantis, claiming that it was passed down to him through his ancestor of the Athenian lawgiver Solon. Solon, during his travels to Egypt around 590 BC, is said to have learned about Atlantis from an Egyptian priest in the city of Sais. They describe a great civilization that existed about 9,000 years before their time, making Atlantis a thriving society around 9,600 BC. As for another story about the collapse of the kingdom of Atlantis, it is attributed to the legend of the mermaid, an ancient witch named Mermis, who ended the kingdom of Atlantis. Mermis's loyal followers activate their fish genes and enhance them with supernatural powers. When Atlantis sank into the North Atlantic, only these mermaids survived. Mermaids are mythological creatures that are described as having the body of half a woman and a fish. Although it is scientifically proven that mermaids are just myths, the existence of these creatures remains strong in contemporary popular culture. One of the fairy tales about mermaids is The Mermaid, written by Danish writer Hans Christian Andersen. This fairy tale tells the story of a young mermaid who wants to escape her life at sea and her identity as a mermaid to reach the human soul. Mermaids are mythological creatures that are described as having the body of half a woman and a fish. Mermaids are often depicted as sea girls who deceive sailors with their beautiful appearance and sweet songs. Although it has been scientifically proven that mermaids are just myths, the existence of these creatures remains strong in contemporary popular culture. Various theories have been put forward about the existence of Atlantis as a lost city, including that Atlantis was the sinking of Minoan culture, or that it was located in Antarctica. Although there is no evidence to confirm or deny the existence of Atlantis as a lost city, this myth still provides fascination. Some see it as a true story in a timeline, while others see it as a work of deep philosophical fiction. Ultimately, the story of Atlantis reflects man's fascination with mystery, adventure, and curiosity about lost history,